Hey Rare Drop, skullsnightshade here, and welcome to Skull's Salon Tips. In this video, I'm going to go over ways that you can get fashion, including outfits and accessories in Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Before we get started, I did want to say I'm actually extremely surprised that I've never made this video. I've covered a lot of different aspects of fashion in PSO2 NGS in the Salon Tip series, but I've never just simply made a video talking about where you can get your fashion. On the regular, we have waves of new players and returning players to the game. And I get asked a lot how you get fashion in this game. Now, in most cases, I'm streaming, so I can't go over everything, so we just talk about the personal shop, but there are quite a few different ways. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Since I'm not super familiar with the legacy game, or base PSO2 as most players call it, we're only going to be looking at items that we can get through PSO2 NGS. First, we'll start with what I believe is the easiest way to get fashion: progressing through the story by doing things like making an account, logging in through certain platforms like Xbox One, Steam, Epic Games, etc., completing the tutorial, completing your first limited time task, and more. You can get a pretty wide variety of items to start off with. Scratch ticket. So this is basically your gacha fashion. Anyone familiar with gacha systems understand how this works, but there are a few different currencies that you can use for this gacha fashion. You get one free scratch a day, so make sure you do this daily. If you're curious about any items that you can get on scratch tickets, take a look at this prize list area here. Next is the SG scratch. SG, or Star Gems, can be attained many different ways in-game. You can also purchase SG by using Arcs Cash or AC, which is the paid currency in the game. Next are AC scratches, using, of course, the currency AC that we mentioned before. These update more frequently than the others, and if you want to pull on these banners, you do have to pay real money. However, other than a few of the bonuses, you can purchase any of these items on the personal shop, put up by other players, by using the in-game currency Meseta. So we just talked about how you can buy items by using Meseta. Let me show you how you can do this by going to what is called the personal shop. The way the personal shop works is other players put their items up for sale and you can just buy them using in-game currency. So essentially, someone can pull from the scratch ticket, put the item up on the shop, and then you can buy that item without spending a single dollar of real money and just using your in-game currency. The personal shop includes a wide variety of items. Now, you can specify the item that you want by typing in the exact name or really close to it. Sometimes it finds it, but the search bar can be a little weird, so I recommend just typing in the item name fully. And I'll leave a link to the fashion catalog in the description, so you can use that as a reference. You can also just go down, kind of find the thing that you're looking for. Let's say you're looking for layering wear, base wear, or type 2, female body. And you can search by price. I do this when I'm doing accessory hauls, which I'm actually considering making videos of. Now let's move on to the next way you can get fashion. During events, there will be an event shop. A vendor shows up in every single city, and you can use the points earned during that event for all kinds of things, from gear to fashion items like motions, normally in color variant, accessories, and more. So keep an eye out for events. You might get something good. The next way to get items is by trading in other things that you get in game. So what you'll do is go up to the item trader, and here you have quite a few menus. Now, I advise taking the time to look through these. I won't explain what every single menu has, since they all don't have fashion. But let's start at the top. So let's start at the top with the item recycle. Once you're in this menu, you either scroll to the bottom or you can just tab over to the specific category of items you're looking for. Once you're there, you can scroll through some of the items that aren't related to fashion, and from there, you can already see that there are items that you can trade for Now these specifically you can trade in by using items that you get from SG scratches. So if you get a bunch of repeated items or you get a bunch of things you don't really like, you can always trade those in and get the fashion item that you want from here. The next menu is the item exchange. I'm going to just briefly cover this one, but basically it works the same as the rest of them. However, the items that you use to exchange for these things are a bit more limited. So just keep an eye out for keywords that you can type in that may give you what you need to trade in for these items if you're interested. Some of these items are tradable in the personal shop, so you can always search for them there. The manga memory exchange is the same way. You need the manga memories to trade for the stamps and emotes and other things that are in this menu. ARC's record badges. Every week there's a different objective that you have to complete to be able to get ARC's record badges. If it's a trainia or anything of the sort, it'll show a little crown next to it. It shows you how many badges that it gives you, so 20 for just completing it. And of course, if you do really good and you rank higher, like silver or gold, you can get more badges out of this. From there, you can go to the exchange and trade in your badges for various items, including more SG, so you can pull on those other scratches that we mentioned before. And there's weapon camos in this one. Most of the time, the camos in the ARC's record shop will be color variants, and they will be variations of weapons that we currently have in game. Next is the SG Legacy Coordination Exchange. If you're able to get the SG Legacy Coordination badges, you can get different haircuts using those. And that's about it for this one. A lot of these hairstyles are available in the SG scratches, so you can always pull there if you're not able to get these by trading in. You can trade in those Growth Mint 2s for different emotes. We have some outfits here. And accessories. Next is a special scratch exchange. Here you can trade in 50 of your special scratch tickets and just get the item that you would like from the special scratch if it's available here. And there are a lot of items to go through here. It's a pretty good selection. If you've played for quite a while like I have, then you will have most of these items from just doing your special scratch normally. But if there is something you really want and you haven't been lucky enough to pull, you can just use your tickets, save them up, and instead of doing 50 pulls, you can just flat out get it. The next way to get fashion is through the mission pass. So you can advance through the mission pass by doing things like your dailies and your weeklies. You can also use SG to go up ranks if you don't have time to play. There are upgrade items as well as lots of fashion items in here too. Next is the reward box. And since it's not available right now, I can't really show you, but it's here in the task quest menu. I'll use a screenshot to demonstrate, but it has a ton of items from base game mostly, and you can earn the reward tokens by doing your limited tasks during events, as well as certain weeklies when this is available. And last but not least, you can get certain fashion items as drops. It's pretty rare to get some of these items by farming for them, and honestly, I wish we had more items that we can farm for. That's definitely something I would like to see in the game. But there are certain pieces of content like Ordinal Tower, where you can get weapon camos, or some of the Purple Battle Dias, where you can get different motions. And I'm sure there's probably some others that I'm missing, so make sure you look at the drop tables for those different places. And those items that you get as drops can be sold and purchased through the personal shop. And those are all of the ways that you can get fashion in Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, at least as of the time that I'm recording this video. For those of you who have been playing the game for a while, if there are any ways that I missed, please feel free to comment them. And for those of you ARCs who played base PSO2, feel free to leave a comment letting us know ways you can get fashion there too. I would really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps you out on your fashion journey in PSO2 NGS. As usual, look cute and stay cool.